200 is the bet.
How many you need? I have 5, but I can give you what I have.
Welcome to PBKC Streaming Live.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Here's what happened on our previous shows. We're streaming live in West Palm Beach, Florida.
3, 2, 1.
All customer service is basically working from home or something. I don't know. It's weird.
They're short-staffed for sure.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Happy Friday night from all of us here at PBKC. Broadcasted live on twitch.tv/PBKC Poker and on YouTube if you search PBKC Poker. 1111 North Congress Avenue here in West Palm Beach, right across the street from the Palm Beach International Airport at PBKC. My name is Mike Jameson, joined tonight by the man with the legend. He's wearing his sunglasses. That means he means business. It's the super fan, Matt Fagan. Hope everybody's having a great night. Oh, like you popped up like that. You sat out. That was really nice. Man, look at me. Hope everybody is enjoying their week so far and has a great weekend. We're in the midst of the Big Dog up in the second floor poker room. Another flight just started about an hour ago. Yeah, wishing you were here too, Venny. What's going on with you, man? Hope you're doing well, Venny, and thanks to everybody for watching us. Please like and follow us tonight.
Breaking news, Tyler just hit his gut shot on the river after being way behind.
In New York again. Okay, well, I hope you're enjoying yourself, man. Yeah, it's got some newcomers on the table tonight. Got some of the normal crew, including Tricky D, Cool Mo V. The Frog's in here too somewhere. There's the Frog. Brooklyn B-Man's the dealer right now. That is Brian Gelron. Okay, JJ and Will are on the way. That's going to be fun.
Sorry to cut you off like that, but
oh, don't worry, man. Like if there's a big deal coming up, you jump right in, man.
Gut shot on the river like that with 3 deuce off.
Just the next time, just don't throw your arm over here and try to like swing at me and shut me off. That's all.
Well, if I give you a forearm check, trust me, you'll know.
No, he did right here. He's just buying. He's posting for the. Oh, yeah, because he missed it before.
All right, it's Cool Mo V, right?
It's Cool Mo V. That's Mike. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying they got Cool Mo D in
the
graphic. That's why I was confused.
See, they thought
I could have sworn it was Mo V.
They thought it was the rapper from the '90s, Cool Mo D, but no, it's Cool Mo V.
Steve, who likes the Cowboys. Most certainly not Troy Aceman.
Yeah, he wasn't. I don't think he was happy with last Friday night. At one point, I don't know if you watched the show or not, Mike. Matt. But
Holy smokes! I mean, even people that never met my brother call me Mike.
yeah, exactly.
frustrating.
Well, my brother's name is Matt. So
My brother's name is Mike.
oh, see, that's the weird
But
thing.
I never
about
once
this
called you
crew.
Matt, though.
Well, I mean, I was talking about Mikey B. So at one point, Mikey B got off the table here and went up and told Tricky D that he needed to play a hand. So I apologized to him for that, and I said, hey, I had nothing to do with that. But I'm rooting for our friend Steve tonight, who's in seat number 10.
Who just folded. To be fair, it was a good fold.
Yeah.
I mean, Eddie, one of 2 cards, and doesn't hit it.
It's not always the best seat to be in, the seat 10. I don't know. Talked to Square Dance Caller, who played in yesterday's show. He came to the comedy show last night. Talked to him a little bit, and he said, he only had one hand all day. I mean, it's I don't know if it's the seat or the luck or what it is.
It's true. I was there, and yeah, he.
Yeah, he didn't have anything.
Right. But he is sitting next to the dealer, so
He sure is.
a Cowboy fan and a Giants fan getting along. So that's now I can say I've seen everything at a poker table.
The Cowboys have a lot to be happy about. Giants fans, not so much. Oh, Buzz is coming too. That's going to be fun. He's one of our favorite players on the Friday night show.
Okay, which Buzz?
Buzz Lightyear.
Because you may not know him as Buzz, but he used to come down and play 1-2 a lot as Buzz. Dale?
No.
No, he-
No,
okay.
wrong Buzz.
Okay, right. Because he's I'm Buzz. I'm like, God, and I knew his name, and I'm like,
No, that's not your name.
but I wanted him to tip me, so who knows?
Yeah,
I
anything
didn't
you want
dispute him.
Yeah. Want me to call you sweetheart? I'll do it.
Hey, As long as you're throwing me the tokes, I mean, I'll call you John Jacob Jickelheimer Schmidt. That's what you want.
His name is my name too.
You're on the street. Holy shit, you want a nice shirt, sweatshirt, everything. That's right. I dressed up.
All right. Well, Tyler done flopped some trips here. And he's just going to smooth call with the set.
That's what my parents said a lot when I was a kid. They got a call from school every single day.
And he's going to check it. Oh, he wants a bet. No, he's not going to entice a bet this time. No, if he wants to make any money here, he's got to bet this time. Now, it's not so much that you got to bet,
300 is the bet.
but how much to bet to induce a call?
Yeah, you gotta push it. You gotta put the. I put the one nail. He put 2 more.
My great ones are only 5. You know, 5.
5?
Yeah.
How many?
I got 5 and 3.
Yeah, Eddie didn't hit anything, so I said, ooh, but
I've been nice to this guy for
oh,
like 8
Kumo
years
D
now.
just tried to buy it.
Ace 5.
And yeah, that's the only hand that beats him is Ace 5.
I got 630. I have 13 grandchildren. I have 5 children. And
330.
and 2
He's got one of the 10, so he's obviously not behind a bigger boat. Well, pocket trays, deuces, or 4s.
I have 5. Behind.
13's still a lot. 5.
You're telling me.
Right about now, Tyler's wondering if we're playing by millionaire rules, and can he phone a friend? That would be no.
I remember all the dates for everybody's birthday.
That's why they have Google
I have it in my calendar.
calendar. My wife.
And he's going to call.
Oh my God. I just show up, shut up, and pay us.
So you mentioned Smooth Operator.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's a nice Sade song. I never I never liked Sade's music until I got older. That I'm like, oh, this is really nice. When I was a kid, I'm like, But so last night, Kevin Farley, he had a joke that had to do with Smooth Operator. He said, you know, he's talking about song lyrics. He said, you know, how incorrect some song lyrics are, like coast to coast, LA to Chicago. Like, what country is she living in? Like, obviously that's not coast to coast, you know. But I'm mentioning the new comedians that we have booked to come into the paddock. We have J.J. Walker coming in 13 days from now on the 21st. That is going to be a dynamite show.
Ah, you stole my joke.
You like that? Oh, you could have just said, like, oh, it's sure to be good times.
Dynamite!
You could have said, you know, we're going to have good times, obviously. Then we've booked for November 4th a gentleman, you're going to like this, Michael Winslow from Police Academy movies. He was just on America's Got Talent.
Oh, you don't have to tell me.
November 4th. Then, moving on to November 18th, Jim Florentine. He's a funny guy, too. Hilarious comedian. He's right in the same section with, like, the Nick DiPaolo, like the New York accent, I mean, the Boston accent, all that other stuff. Then, December 2nd. Okay, you're only going to hear about it on this show right now. Nobody else is going to hear about this unless you're listening. December 2nd, Andrew Dice Clay. Oh! Yeah, that's going to be a show right there. The Dice Man is going to be here in the paddock on December 2nd. And then we end the year of comedy shows December 16th with Jackie the Joke Man Martling from the Howard Stern Show, who's absolutely hilarious. We got some good talent coming to the paddock. Go to the website for more information, pbkennelclub.com. You're not going to want to miss the Dice Man, and that's December 2nd. Is it December 2nd? Is that what I said? Let's see, was that? Yes, December 2nd. Andrew Dice Clay.
What day of the week is that?
That is on a Thursday night.
I'm going to have to check with the Panther schedule because if there's not a home game,
Oh,
I'm
you
already
want to
there.
see it. Oh, you want to see it. Oh, of course you do, Jacob. You don't want, hey, I promise you this, Jacob. You're not going to want to sit so close this time.
Ooh.
No. Last night, Jacob was sitting at a table with one of our other great dealers, Ramona. Jacob's and his wife and Ramona's husband, that guy that, you know, drives her home. You know, I don't want to say much about him. But they sat right up next to the stage, and I'm saying to myself, like, they sure don't want to sit there December 2nd, not with Andrew Dice Clay.
I remember Paulie hit me for 2K before I walked away.
2K.
Hey, Cornbread Ron's in here. Yeah, Dempsey's making an appearance. First time on the live broadcast.
Somebody hit the bad beat.
Monday night.
Yeah,
The dealer was not on table, went to the next table. No.
They had the bad beat come in.
Monday night.
Okay, how much you pay?
Losing hand got 231,000.
231,000.
It was 460 something. I heard the guy hit the
I would have given
raised to 75.
I would have given 500.
That was the talk of the town. What they're talking about is when the gentleman Ulysses won the bad beat, 230,000. I mean, you know, who knows? Maybe he's gone back and tipped more. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, as a dealer, I can't say
No,
anything
you can't.
about that. Let's just say I find the rumors troubling.
Yeah.
And I got to do it Forrest Gump style, and that's all I have to say about that.
Ah.
You don't know how to handle
125? No, he was jumping back.
I'm old. And she would have said yes, and I would have took a heart attack and called my father.
Oh.
She's funny because she worked in an eye place. And as soon as I changed my eyeglasses, how the company was, you look at it, she knew everyone that I bought.
let you know where I'm at immediately.
I mean, she's, yeah, I think he's thinking. He might not.
JJ,
8 9 is good.
JJ, you all in already?
Yeah, I got maybe 56 minutes left.
Yeah, I'm like 99%.
JJ, foreground than 90% of the people in this world.
Literally, though.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm being serious. You talk to you 1 hour, you're here an hour, next hour you're.
Bro, I literally just got out my car and let somebody take it from here. I just left from Fort Cruz.
Straddle.
We got, what's this? We got straddle, we got re-straddle, all kinds of action.
I walked over to talk to Scott. It probably fell out of my pocket. 50.
50, just to see a flop in this town.
Option. 430.
Re-straddles for 50 and wakes up with that. And comes out ahead. MOD leading with his sevens and ducks.
130.
Yeah, I'm being favored. That's the bad beat
Bad
already.
beat's gone. Anybody else?
That is a filthy rumor. The bad beat is not gone.
It's not.
It's just really reduced.
It's
About
only-
84,000, I hear.
Come on, like that's still $40,000 to the winner.
It's
Come
not
on.
gone.
Everybody got to pay 100.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind walking out of here with 40,000.
Everybody agrees. Go around one by one before you.
I want to do it, Steve.
I'm never going to be the one to say no to anything.
I never say no to anything either.
I'm not gonna.
So I woke up Tuesday morning and went on Facebook, make sure my posts are going through, everything like that, and saw on the PBKC dealer page, somebody said the bad beat got hit. I'm like, no way. I mean, it's one of those, when you wake up and you're like, oh God, please be wrong. Like, please, something would have happened, like, you know, a misdeal or something. And like, well, we're not gonna push it through.
I'd never wish that on anything.
Yeah, but and honestly, it only took about an hour or two before I got the email from Ann Blake, and it was like, oh God, here we go.
And the reason I say that is because as a dealer, anytime you deal a bad beat, they put that hand under a microscope.
Oh, of course they do.
And if there's anything wrong,
Oh,
whether
yeah.
they pay it out or not, there's going to be consequences for that dealer. That's
Yeah.
why
No.
when I first read it, I'm like, I hope it's
Oh yeah, no, I
totally
hope it was,
cool and
hope
there was
it's
no
clean. I just didn't
problems.
want it
Yeah.
to be hit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Christine's an amazing dealer. So
First time I dealt a bad beat, they say I'm really strict.
yeah.
But a guy from the next table came over, looked up at the camera and said, go ahead, look for something wrong. The way this guy enforces
Yeah,
rules.
of course, yeah.
And I joined him. I looked up and said, all right, I mean, it's a Friday night. If you want to burn your weekend, all right.
Exactly.
You might as well just pay the players now. Save yourself the trouble. About 3 hours later, they paid the players.
Limits everything.
Wow, it appears Cornbread Ron is talking a little smack.
Ooh.
Good dealers don't worry about that.
Oh man.
Obviously, he didn't hear the second part of the story where I just said pay him. Pay him now.
Yeah.
Let's not get carried away. He just crossed the line. You got to pick up one spot, I tell you, bro.
Yeah, you can come to me, you sleep in the spot.
He said he was including you in that.
Sure, sure you were, buddy.
Raise to 60. Call. 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 Ooh. You like it.
My once a couple people.
Well, Steve looked at his pocket fives and says, he likey.
One side intake was called, and one guy is,
Probably not likey as much if he knew that Tyler had one of his outs. Here comes Anthony. Pushing forward with his heart flush draw. Scott with a much better flush draw.
raised to 850.
And he's going to raise with it. 850. Cool D and Bill say, see you later.
Mm.
Fish? Yeah. Cheese, right?
Yeah, I ate more fish than this.
All right, but Anthony's going to stick around. He needs a 10 or a deuce here. And he hits a 10. Anthony now with the better hand. Scott has nearly half the deck for outs.
All in.
And Scott's going to shove all in. Ooh, and a call. And the turn, or the river is a 9, which makes Scott a straight.
Nice. Oh, Buzz is here. It's our old buddy Buzz.
Ooh,
Yeah, what a
Infinity.
hand that was,
Beyond.
Pink's Palace, for sure.
Just the way it played out, buddy. 25.
Yeah, that's one of those hands where if you had as many outs as Scott did and you don't hit it,
Yeah,
you'd have to wonder if you could hit water if you fell out of a boat.
exactly.
Wow, you really are.
That was a miracle. He doesn't get that there, I probably get it.
Huh?
I was saying if he didn't have that there, I'd probably get a full without.
Yeah, exactly. Right over here.
If you don't hit the river,
And turn each street. Raise to 100. Well,
It's rare to see this many players in a hand, and really none of them hit the flop.
Nope.
So, one bet. Kumo V.
Yeah,
as
Kumo
in
V. Yeah.
Victor
Yes, that's
takes
it.
that down with a solid bet. 'Cause nobody hit anything.
No, Mike's a good dude. Last week on the show, he bought me and Mikey D some food. Mikey D got a cheeseburger. I got a cheesecake. So it was a good week.
How come I always miss the food box?
That's how it is. They're like, hey, who you with tonight? I'm like, Matt. And they're like, okay, we'll see you guys later.
Which, even if true, it would still be, you know, kind of
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
buy
Paulie.
them food, even if, you know, even if you hate me.
Oh, of course.
Buy them food.
I hope Paulie's doing well. Yeah, we haven't seen him here in a couple of weeks. He hadn't been on a live show. I don't know if he's been downstairs or not, but wherever he is, I hope he's doing well.
My youngest daughter, she's 35.
Tyler's got some suited cars. And also
Oh,
rocking
good,
his
good.
White Sox hat. I wonder if he knows the Astros put up 4 in the 8th.
Wow.
Or 5 in the 8th, rather.
What a promising season the White Sox looked like they were having.
They're 1-2 regular down there a lot. Since spring training, he said he had White Sox over the Brewers in the World Series this
Oh,
year.
wow.
I'm like, oh.
That wasn't a terrible bet, I can tell you that.
Yeah,
But
like, unless the Chi Sox win 3 in a row.
yeah, it's going to be difficult. Yeah, for sure, Benny. Let him know we miss him on the show. Panthers playing tonight, Matt?
No, they are not.
Okay.
Gonna wrap up the preseason tomorrow night.
Nice. Do you care for preseason? I mean, do you invest in it at all? I mean, obviously you go to the games.
Nah, just going to the games, being there, hanging out. Win or lose, it's, you know, it's always
Yeah.
fun. But the Panthers were undefeated before last night, so
Of course.
so that was always fun.
Well, and you
Made
you
the drive home from Orlando a lot
Yeah.
easier since they won.
Yeah, well, you admitted that it was your fault that they lost last night because you slept through it. So
I did. I wasn't feeling too good.
they didn't have the good luck charm.
They were on the road. It wasn't on TV. So
Oh, well, forget it.
Ducks and sevens. Oh my.
You know what those sevens are called, Matt?
Well, I have it on good authority from my boss, actually, that he hates that name, and I probably shouldn't use it anymore.
They're called walking sticks.
They are very not.
I've been waiting to say this to you for over a week now.
What's that?
The good doctor last Saturday, Bruce,
Yeah.
he said to me, he said, you tell Matt those sevens are not hockey sticks, they're called walking sticks. And
They're not.
and he knew you were going to argue with me, but I'm just saying, like, for Dr. Bruce, I'm calling them walking sticks tonight. I'm sorry.
All right. Nah, call them what you want. Doesn't make you right.
Of course, I agree. But he's going to be proud. I'm going to have to tell him tomorrow if he's here. He's going to be so happy.
Meanwhile, Buzz with his set of ducks throws a big bet out there, trying to get rid of some of the riffraff.
All in.
Tiger Woods
sorry.
is here.
So I misspoke. It was Tyler that threw out the 3 1/4, and Buzz with his set of ducks says, "Nah, let's play for all of it."
Yeah, Tiger Woods looking for 7 of spades on the turn.
That would be a sick, filthy turn card. Of course, it just might have to crank out turn and river at once. Big bucks, no whammies. See, I don't think we got a hand like this all day yesterday.
No.
Freaking do it. No spade for these guys. No spade.
Yeah, well, that's not a spade.
Hopefully.
That's not it.
No spade. All right, come on, Buzz. Nothing. Oh,
Set of ducks.
Buzz. Come on, Buzz.
So Buzz dodges the spades and the 7
Yeah.
to take down massive, massive putt.
Man, look at Buzz Lightyear. Gets here and just takes it down.
Sits down and just
Oh, man.
spanks the table.
Gotta love him. Welcome to the game, Buzz. That's what Pink's Palace says, too.
That's not good.
What?
Only 1 out. Only up by 1. Got it on my ticker, and I kind of got a little ahead of myself talking smack about my second team to Patrick Tiller.
Okay. Oh, right.
He's like a massive Braves fan.
Oh, I like the Braves, too.
There's a win in, and then I'm like, uh-oh. Hold the phone on that.
That's closer than the score appears.
Braves. Yeah, Braves got 2 on and only 1 out. Need a couple outs here.
Go Braves.
No, don't go Braves. Stop, Braves. Stop scoring. Because, you know, spending a couple years in Milwaukee, going to college.
Milwaukee.
Just awful. I mean, that town hadn't won anything in so long, and now they win the NBA title. And if they were to win the World Series,
See, I don't dislike the city of Milwaukee, and they've been through it, so I don't blame you for wanting them to win that, but not against the Braves. I'm sorry.
I used to go to Old County Stadium when you could go sit in the bleacher bum section where they filmed those 4 crazy guys at Major League.
Yeah.
That's where they shot that movie.
Randy
County
Quaid
Stadium.
and all those guys, yeah.
No, that was the second one. First one,
Okay.
where they were alone out in the bleachers, they had the drum thing, and yeah, you could sit out there and watch Major League Baseball for $4.
It's nice.
And they still couldn't sell well. And they were that bad.
Pink's Palace lived in Milwaukee for a while. Great city. No, everybody that I know that's around that area absolutely loves it.
Well, they love it 5 months out of the year.
Oh, yeah, of course. Wow.
I didn't like digging my car out of a snowbank every morning at
can't
like
imagine.
5 in the morning.
I've lived here my entire life. I have no idea what anything is like.
Yeah. 2 years of that, I said, I can't take it anymore. I'm going home, transferred to FAU.
Yeah.
Yep. The frog jumping up there with his set of 10s.
As a frog fan, I'm happy.
No, I mean, I want to see ace on the flop. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, that's that frog, Benny.
Fours. Ooh, raise. With a suited A10. MOV with hockey sticks.
What? Oh, they look more like walking sticks.
Strike 3, you're out. Brewers win.
Damn it.
And you're from here, but you root for the Braves? Man, that's been illegal since 1993.
Oh, it's going up there with the only team close to Florida. What are you talking about?
And in 1993, we got the Marlins. It's
Yeah.
now illegal.
No.
So it's the top pair versus the flush draw. Ooh, brutal.
Wow.
Anthony pairs his ace, now has 2 pairs, and is way
Oh,
behind.
man.
Way behind to the flush.
400.
And Bill's like, gee, what do I do with this flush? I guess I call. But Anthony needs to boat up here, and two of his outs are gone.
All in.
Oh,
Oh.
Bill shoves
Mm.
and gets the
Oh,
call.
man. He's not going to like this.
Bill wins. Brutality.
Yeah, he played it the right way. That's for sure, Pink's Palace.
Yeah, I thought he might have a bigger flush. Wasn't real comfortable, but took a shot.
I'm good at buying.
Hey, Ben, where's Rye tonight? Where's the Rhino?
Rattle for 50.
Haven't seen Bill Dozer in,
Anthony
man, I
Davis.
haven't seen him in months. Hasn't been on the Friday night show. I know he's having a baby soon. I'm friends with him on Facebook, but that's when you guys are all together, you and Billy and Big Rye.
Got a shot. Call.
Oh, nice. Temporary retirement. Bill Dozers in Vegas. Oh, good for them.
So just looking at my finances, like when's the next time I can get back to Vegas? I'm like, I'm gonna have to wait for after hockey season.
Yep.
Mikey.
I mean, I'm gonna go either way, but it'll determine whether or not I have to pay for anything.
Oh, yeah.
If it goes my way. Get to go to Vegas for free and maybe have enough left over for next year's season tickets.
That'd
We'll
be
have
nice.
to see.
Is that when you win your bets?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's I put a couple of futures on it. 9-2 to win the division, 22-1 to win the cup.
Three players in. Check. Dark.
Every snap. Shut.
300. Sparta. Tyler's got the top pair.
Heads up.
And Steve says, ooh, 4-3 was fun, but it's over now.
Check.
Uh-oh. No ace, no 6. Okay. Gonna say, because he folded 4-3. I'm like, ace or a 6 comes, he's gonna be like, no. All right, so Tyler with the 2 pairs got the best hand.
Spicy deal for Barkov.
It's actually not so much. He probably could have got 12 or 13 million a year on the open market. He got 10 million. I mean, without the income taxes, it's it's a bit of a wash, but you know, he's got his house down here. He loves it here. And I said he's sticking around so that we can win a cup. How un-LeBron of him.
Yeah, wow.
It's funny because my Twitter the last few weeks has been full of Ranger fans saying, "Yeah, we're gonna open our checkbook and Barkov's gonna be a Ranger next year," and I'm like, "That's cute. I like living in a world where you can believe that."
Yeah.
Needless to say, Rangers Twitter was pretty salty today.
Yeah.
Mainly green and black, Debs.
Because because you look at, they say, oh, New York's a great place to live. And I'm like, why are New Yorkers moving down here in droves?
Yeah.
You don't hear about Floridians trying to get into New York.
Speaking of New Yorkers, the Brooklyn Brawler is now the dealer. That's Brian Belrod.
Oh, yeah.
Gelrod, yeah.
Looks like $60. Call.
Hey, look. It's walking sticks again.
Yep. I mean, it's hockey sticks, but whatever helps you sleep at night.
Man, this is the third time, and it feels like the last 15 minutes. So this is going to be a good night. I can feel it. Pink's Palace, I'm not sure about that, but he should have. We're talking about the Brooklyn Brawler, the old wrestler.
Yeah.
Remember the guy every Saturday morning who'd get the crap beat out of him?
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, God, he was great.
I think I seen him win a match one time.
Maybe. He was like the team that plays the Harlem Globetrotters,
right.
You know?
Eddie says 500 with my ace 9.
No, down. You don't have to take the bomb. Oh, he did. Okay. Then you do. Yeah.
I feel like that place is called Aces.
Yeah, Aces High. Aces High.
I just pass
No,
it
but
every
you're so
day.
right. Yeah, it's called Aces High.
Tyler does have the better hand, but King 10, that queen on the board has to be making him nervous.
I think he said no. I'll do it, bro. Don't worry about it. Just leave everything. I'll do it. You know. Thanks, Ed. I don't think you said you have to bring the bomb.
The more you talk, the more chips you take. Don't talk to that guy.
I mean, I told him when I
Alright.
Tyler, wow. Look at that 87 VPIP, man. I'm telling you.
Came to play.
About that action. And he's up there in the zone of some of the highest VPIPs we've ever seen.
Yes.
I don't think anybody's going to beat that that one-time Paulie was in the 90s,
Oh,
like
yeah,
2
well,
hours
Paulie.
into the
Oh,
show.
yeah.
I forget what his final number was, but 2 hours into it,
Oh,
we were
yeah.
like, 91? Are you kidding me?
Computer stuff. No, I mean, that was the joke. My little sense of humor joke. Yeah, I did.
Call with that? What do you do?
You raised funds?
Yeah.
It's like 100.
Oh, dear Lord.
Oh, man,
I don't
Murphy.
think I should
I'm not even going to repeat
that.
I'm not even
Yeah.
going to repeat that, no.
Yeah, it's...
I spoke with him before the show. He was talking to Skyler about the Cowboys, and I walked up to him and I said, am I walking in on a Cowboys conversation? And Steve wasn't happy about last week, and I said it wasn't my fault, and we were just having a good time. And he He actually said he saw Matt at a Panthers game. He said you didn't notice him because you're too busy paying attention to the game, and he doesn't realize you're in the zone at the Panthers game. So, but Moofy, if Steve wants to read the chat, that's fine. I'm not going to repeat.
Yeah, there's no scenario. I mean, it's all fun and games for you guys in the chat, but for us, there's no way it ends well.
Oh man. Oh God. I haven't heard that name in such a long time.
Nobody said you were a movie, but it's just that for us, it's, you know, I just hope you can understand our position.
Years and years ago, and I'll tell a mean story. Years and years ago, the Teller shirts were all purple, and there was a lady that went by the same nickname.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah.
And who saw me at the Panther game?
Steve.
Well, he didn't say nothing.
Well, I mean, you know, you don't want to bother a man while he's working, obviously.
And I always tell people, especially people that talk smack, I said, because sometimes because you know, sometimes people talk a little too much trash and they're like, hey, I'm at work, but you know what? Come to the Panther game sometime. I'm literally the easiest guy in the arena to find. I'm the only one with his own row.
I've heard quite a few people like, oh yeah, I went to the Panther game, I saw Matt. Obviously, you got your own section, so you're good.
The row of solitude. Somebody asked me, so if I wanted to get a ticket, could I get a ticket next to yours? And I'm like, no, you can't.
No.
It's a row of solitude.
Yeah, that's it.
I said you could get across the aisle from me or behind me, but I gotta find. It wasn't in the schedule this year, but I kind of wanted to go to Philadelphia for my road trip this year.
Okay.
Because walking out of the arena after we just spanked the Flyers, and I was hooting it up, and a Flyer fan says, "Yeah, I bet you wouldn't wear that expletive up in Philly. They'd kill you." And I'm like, "Now, see, that sounds like a challenge." So I'm like, "Well, now I have to go to Philly."
Yeah, exactly.
But the schedule didn't line up that way. I have to be very selective with my road game every year. It's got to fit my work schedule and all
Where are you
that.
going this year?
St. Louis.
Ooh, St. Louis.
I've been there for baseball. I haven't been there for hockey. And they were nice to me in St. Louis. I was up there wearing my Marlin swag. Somebody said, we wouldn't razz a guy from Florida rooting for the Marlins.
Yeah.
They said, but if you were wearing that ugly blue and came from Chicago, there might be a fight.
Yeah, for sure.
The concession stands actually had a line that said Cardinals fans stand here, and it was the line for the concessions, and right next to it was a little grotto for a dumpster, and it said Cubs fans line is here.
I like it.
And on the stadium, and I'm like, man, that's hardcore. They take it serious up there.
All right, we got 5 players.
Almost all of them on diamond draws. So Anthony got the best of all that nonsense.
Yeah.
Fun fact, 90% of players that ask who is it on, it is on them.
Nice. Is that a current statistic? 90%, huh?
Yeah.
I like it.
Call. Heads up. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see that.
Ooh, check swing. Check with the first base umpire. Nope, he did not go around.
He didn't go around, nope.
Stay down there. Damn, you done put down the car. God damn, man.
Sleep at night, I play hands with me, bro.
I'm not that sad I can't go to Philly this year. I so wanted Vegas to be in the right spot for this game.
I get it.
No, something.
It's 4 1/4, yeah. 425.
No, because
It's probably better that it's not in the long run. 'Cause
sick, I have a read, literally. I have a couple.
going to Vegas by myself, my wife might get
But what's
upset.
so messed up?
Oh, yeah.
And She went to St. Louis with me when I went last time. So
Even when I know you
she's
don't
like,
got
I've been to St. Louis. Yeah, you can go to St. Louis. I don't
Yeah,
care.
of course.
But Vegas? No, you ain't going to Vegas without me.
You checking? Crumbs don't play. I said crumbs don't play.
How could they finish off?
Bill was able to bet Anthony off the better hand.
Scott up 3.5K right now.
Yeah, but I think Buzz has only played like 10 hands, and he's already up 3.3K.
Yes. Wild Bill, that's what Tiger Woods says.
I got family in town.
All right, $40.
So my dad.
Or 45. 45. That was a straddle? 45 straddle, guys. 45.
Like, what do you mean? Like, they do. Like, nah, like fish head and stuff like that.
Well, could you just keep that on the back
Just,
there?
put the cards in the box there, buddy.
That chocolate bar.
All the way. See, only put him halfway in the box. That's why we can't see him.
Yep.
45.
He knows what he's doing.
I mean, I'd tell him, go over there and tell him, but yeah,
No.
I might be about 15 minutes too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, phones, guys. I can't have the phones on the rail. Phones. Guys, just watch the phone. You're going to use it, just back up a little. Yep.
Oh, the candy, the food on the table.
Yeah, the candy can't be on the table. Buzz, just watch. You got chocolate on the side of the rail there. We're good. It's race here, bro. Yep, 145.
Yeah.
Cool. You like chocolate?
Noah said like
Yeah.
a month ago we have a new felt, so I don't know if chocolate will do it or what, but sooner or later we're going to have to change that thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, he got it on the railing. He didn't get it on the
Yeah.
felt.
Cool.
Graphics, you're back. We missed you.
All of it?
Shoving with
Rolling.
ace-5 offsuit.
Call.
Pulmo V. Snap calling.
$30. 930.
I got out. I got ace. You got ace? I got ace. I mean, that's all I have, though. When I say that's all,
That's literally all he has.
nah, I mean, basically.
Well, not literally. Ace. Ooh. He needs runner. Ooh, there's a first runner. K or a J? Oop.
Push you all
I
out.
had a king, had a queen king in it.
Simple.
I know you're playing your names.
Man, you're good, Bill.
$900, and I know he's got an ace, but
So currently in the second floor poker room here, we're in the second flight of the Big Dog. And the Big Dog from August, Steve Smith, I've seen him before and he said he's still in it.
Nice.
So we'll see if the Big Dog can repeat. He still wants to continue to be the Big Dog. I think he's been calling himself the Big Dog. I don't know if he's gotten any personalized license plates or tattoos, but he's the Big Dog until we crown a new one.
Yeah, until there's another one. So.
I didn't know, I got you next time, don't worry.
That'll be fun doing the final table of the Big Dog late Sunday afternoon right here on twitch.tv/PBKC Poker.
Like concentrate, I get it.
Everyone
Nah, I don't know about that.
with 50, 25.
Oh man, that's
Hit
too much.
all of us.
I'm not good under pressure.
And only if we put chips like this.
Yeah, exactly. The blockers, yeah.
And the blockers, maybe they'll help you.
Yeah, that would definitely
Even
help.
then, it's they all have to be right in the box.
Check.
Maybe not.
Heads up, guys. Check. Pretty sure he's got the best of them over there.
Wow, 12 outs, and Kumo V couldn't hit a single one.
Swing and a miss.
Call.
3 queens are going to get that one. Any 9, any 6, any 5, any 10. And not a single one.
So if you missed tonight's second flight of the Big Dog, the last flight for the Big Dog will be 12:15 tomorrow afternoon. And I've had people ask me, why don't we have a Saturday night flight? And I'll tell you why, because we don't want to do that to people, because that means you'd be here to the wee hours of the morning.
Yeah.
And we really don't want to do that.
And we got to get the field down, you know, to final table on Sunday evening, so we can live stream the final table.
We don't want people playing in the final day, which is Sunday, starting at 12:15. We don't want people playing on 2-3 hours sleep. So.
And then there was a straddle here.
We'd have to push back the live stream final table probably till Monday.
Of
if
course.
we're being honest. Still no clue who's doing play-by-play for that final table.
Call.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, could be me.
I don't know. Are you
Mikey
on?
B?
Are you on here tomorrow, Matt?
No. Panthers are playing the Suckning tomorrow, so.
Okay.
So I'm definitely not on tomorrow.
I don't plan on being tomorrow either. So.
I mean, I'm on deck, so to speak.
I'm believing that Noah will be back tomorrow, but I'm not sure about that. But
It's probably Mikey B tomorrow.
I would guess so.
That's what Josh told me.
Whatever it is, it's going to be great.
Oh yeah.
Ball.
He said it's going to be probably Mikey B, and he's like, "You're here though, right? You're on standby." I'm like, "Well, as long as we wrap by 4-ish."
Oh, okay. 'Cause it's a night game. Well, that's better. Yeah.
Oh, I know you get it, buddy.
Check.
First time I played with you.
Check. Okay. Well, lately we've been having it spread them out, like inside the box.
I just have it on top side.
Yeah, it makes it easier to just kind of give it a little spread.
Straight flush and straight flush draws. Can't get any of them.
About 15 years ago, and we got family dinner.
But you can't use the phone here. You gotta back up.
Gotta back up, man.
I didn't order anything. I don't know what you're talking about. I never ordered anything.
No, I ordered it.
For a minute, I thought they were calling him to talk about his car's extended warranty.
Yeah.
I get that call 6-8 times a day.
So go figure it out.
Oh, he's great. Oh, man.
$40
That's
straddle.
and I don't have a delivery, and I didn't have an order.
$40, guys. We got a $40 straddle.
Buy the 10.
You are. It's $40.
I am a fan of Wild Bill.
I think my favorite one about it is the Seinfeld episode. Let me have your phone number. I'll call you back. I don't
20
want to be bothered. Oh, either do I. Click.
Seinfeld, since Steve mentioned it, is on Netflix now, and that's what I've been watching the last couple days because I like old shows.
75 or 80.
It's the same thing, except I make
See,
it
little
like
has changed.
person that they're calling.
Yeah, we do too, buddy boy.
Since,
Hey, hold on. They'll be right down.
I always said Frasier was a better show than
Frasier.
Frasier was a better show than Seinfeld. People were like, you don't know nothing. I'm like, whatever.
Then by,
Yeah,
Like I
we-
said, not much has changed.
Yeah. Yeah, we miss Paulie too. I heard he's doing well. He just hasn't been on the show for a couple of weeks now, but hopefully next week we can get it back on here.
Anthony, what do you just have it on speaker? You're like sitting there on the couch waiting for them to talk, and you're like,
My wife says to me, why do you do that? This way here they'll learn a lesson of how people. They'll learn how to hang up.
They
See,
won't
you
learn,
do that?
they won't learn a lesson.
You do that too?
Me?
Oh, I'm worse.
No, me.
I feel like you have to be a dad to do that.
Yeah, but you know something? I just hang
My
up.
dad, no, my dad does the same
When
thing.
people start trying to do that to me, I hang up.
Eddie, you don't do that.
No, I've taken to if I don't know the person calling me, I answer the phone. Who are you, and why should I care?
They like mess with them.
They usually go away.
I wouldn't know what to say right off that quickly.
You just hang up on them. Then you learn.
If I know something to say, I'm like,
Dead on my eyeball.
I don't even answer the phone if I don't know the number.
I do because I feel like it might do the chance of something important from somebody.
Yeah, but they'll leave you a voicemail.
I never check my voicemail. I forgot it even existed.
I never check.
Then I can't help you.
Look at Buzz betting at that pot with absolute air. Well, JJ call with
I'd
two
rather
pair.
just hear immediately than having to go back and check my voicemail.
No, they don't.
I'm too
get to
stressed
the
out
point.
if I
I
answer
mean, a
it.
pocket pair bigger than an 8, a 10.
Like 75%.
There's a straight out there.
Like from the Marriott saying you have an offer for you from Marriott.
Oh my God! When you get it, so I can phone.
They've been calling me for
Nope, he's going to call. He calls, he wins.
I think I did, and they kept calling me.
I got people. I got phones.
So 1 week from tomorrow, Matt, one of your favorite events in mine. It's the first round of the Mutt Derby.
Yay.
You excited?
No. Yes, yes, I misspoke. I definitely meant yes.
You guys, Steve.
Yeah, it's going to be on Saturday nights this time. The first two are going to be October 16th and October 30th, both on Saturday nights. Fun family event. Bring out the entire family. Bring out your pooches. Race them for some money and for a good cause. Hounds and Heroes and Big Dog Ranch Rescue.
Call. Thank you. Call.
Had to turn my brain on for a second there. It was off. Panthers are playing the Krylanders that night.
Oh, the Krylanders, nice.
That's why.
And that's real season, right?
Yep. You said Saturday night. I thought, weren't they usually in the afternoon?
They were, but because people think that it gets cool here in October now.
It really doesn't.
No, that's the thing. So we're going to have it at night.
I mean, cooler than the day,
Well,
sure.
it's Northerners that are always like, oh, by the time it hits October, it gets cooler. Like, yeah, it's not
No.
89, it's 88.
Yeah.
You know, it's. We are having it at night just to make it cool, and it's going to be under the lights.
The weather
have
doesn't
some
even
fun
get even
times.
close to cool till right around Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
down
exactly.
here.
Three-way action, guys.
Remember a couple of winters ago, it was unseasonably cold for like 2 months straight.
Yeah.
And you could tell the snowbirds from the natives. They were like, it's so cold, and I came here to get away from this.
Oh,
And the
yeah.
natives were all like, shut up. You don't know how good
This
you got
is
it right
nice,
now.
Exactly.
I said, because summer will be back next year, and it will be pissed off.
Oh, yeah.
And it was.
It sure was.
It was like 100 degrees for like 3 months straight. That's the following summer.
Yep,
So I bet you'll take that 55 at night now, don't you?
for sure.
I was able to go without AC for almost 3 full months.
You get to the point where
Glorious.
it's like you get so used to it that when it does get cold, I'm like, whatever. I'm the idiot walking around in cargo shorts and a short
Wah.
suit. Sure, but whatever.
I'll
you
put
know.
on a pair of jeans and a hockey jersey.
Yeah, exactly.
You're good. All right, JJ shoves. Cool no V. See, he almost got me with that. Calls.
Just 'cause I have to go.
OD's got the better. Has a pair. Bill needs runner clubs. That's the only thing that's going to help him.
Oh, dealer, please turn me. I'm on a draw.
You know, to hear some players talk, you'd think us dealers are gods. Not that we are, but... And he turned it straight, by the way. But they pray to us all the time. Please, dealer, give me this.
Oh, yeah.
We're not gods.
Hey, Mikey B's right down the street hitting some golf balls at the Drive Shack.
Lucky boy, JJ.
No, I think Larry's back. Black call you.
Actually, no, not Bill.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Well, you learned the card.
When Top Golf West Palm opens, then Bill.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, because my brother works for them, so. And to hear him talk about Drive Shack, you'd think Drive Shack and Top Golf were like bitter high school rival football schools.
Of course, yeah.
Pardon me?
Coming for you, bro. I'm coming with the nuts.
Yeah, some players have a sense of humor about that. Not all of them, because they'll say, I need this, or I need, I need a club, or I need to hit this draw. And I would tell them, I said, I'm a dealer, not a genie. Besides, you didn't say I wish.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why you take it out on me like that?
Besides, there's only one genie, and his name was Robin Williams.
125.
I think it was Will Smith.
No, it is.
No?
It is definitely.
Are you sure?
Robin Williams.
Okay, just saying.
Call. All right, Mike's in this handle.
All right, and it's Kumo V, not D. At the top pair, and he's going to lead out. Tyler's got a, well, he did, and he folded. He had a suited kennel club, but long suit came on the flop.
Whoa.
What? Right there. I can hear him talking. Yeah. And they're up in this thing. But just when you get the cards, just put it in the box first. Don't answer it
Oh,
down.
shit. I said that 15 minutes ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
What radio is it?
Wow. Russell Wilson's expected to miss 6 to 8 weeks with that finger injury. Man, that's not good.
Make it all the easier for the Dolphins to trade for him next year.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
But apparently, Brian G can hear everything and that we're saying, because he just mentioned that. Good thing we weren't talking any smack about him.
Oh, no.
That is going to be a raise of 125.
I mean, I was about to start, but now that I've heard that.
Oh. Heads up.
Didn't even wait for the bet to come out. He's like, I give up. To be fair, he was way behind.
He was.
What was that, 88 to 12? That percentage?
Stevie will buy lunch from Stevie will buy lunch from it. No, it's not that. Oh, I just want to let you see. I think it's not. I didn't know. Oh, well.
Anthony saying Steve will buy him lunch. Yes, you're very generous with Steve's money.
You ever see the Wine and Roses?
Yeah.
The last word she says is, I can't even think about living without alcohol. He was the drunk and she was sober, and she ended up with the Was that Jack Lemmon?
Yeah. It was. Yeah. Well, they don't even know Jack Lemmon. I was watching some, I listened to something on radio, like the radio classics, and it came in and it said something about Ed Sullivan. And he's, what about that? I was listening to the Ed Sullivan show. Check it. Ed Sullivan. Then I explained it to him. And he brought the Beatles here.
He had the Beatles, yeah, he did that. He
Elvis,
had Elvis.
Elvis Presley. And that was risque. They didn't want him to shake his hips.
Yeah, right. I remember that.
What an era that must have been.
You remember that, don't you,
Elvis-
Matt? You're a little older, right?
Elvis was risque?
Oh, he
Really?
was risque. They didn't want him shaking his hips and doing that jailhouse rock and all that other stuff.
Romantic.
Yeah, I know. I'm older than I look,
Oh, I'm
but
sorry.
not that old. No, Elvis did not do my my renewal of vows in Vegas. It was an impersonator.
I remember that, yeah. Did he sing at least?
Yeah,
Oh, nice. Any good?
sure. Dude was actually from Nashville. So,
Oh, okay.
I used to wonder if being an Elvis impersonator paid at all.
Some of them.
They say if you just look like him, not really, but if you can sing,
Oh, yeah. We had one
and then
here.
you know that they have like Elvis nights at some bars. And
Oh, yeah.
It pays pretty well, it turns out.
We had one here on an Elvis night we had. This is going back, I don't know, 10 or more years ago. And at this particular guy that came here and performed ended up winning like the worldwide Elvis contest, and he was that good. He actually looked like him, sounded like him. He did a great job. He's still out there performing.
Nice.
Yep.
Sometimes you can get out of the pot.
Which Elvis do you prefer, the young, skinny Elvis or fat Elvis?
Now you want to try?
Young, skinny Elvis, I'd have
Okay.
to say.
Well, I'll take him. I like fat Elvis with the big pork chop,
No, you have to make them a little.
sideburns.
With the mutton chops?
Yeah.
Somebody really needed to pull him aside and say, yeah, that's not a good idea. But he's the king, so what
Oh,
are you
he
gonna do?
was. He was the king.
This
This
is
is the hand
Trays
JJ likes
versus
right here.
sixes. The 3X raise in front of him. That's got to be a tough spot with sixes. Even if you put the other guy. Oh, never mind.
Oh, we got an eight?
I don't need no cards.
Little better.
A little bit of that.
Little
ace. I
better.
like that.
Wisely lays it down. See, if I'm in for 50 and then somebody raises me to 150,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, oh, pocket pair for sure, and then I look at my sixes, I'd be like, well. And before I could finish my thought, he shoved, and I'm like, okay, never mind.
He did.
I had a pair in my hand. I ain't Nah, better than deuces. That's for sure. I wonder when all them with deuces. All just seem to flop.
They say there's usually bluffing at poker. But no, that was pretty much as straightforward as it gets.
It was.
That's probably why Anthony asked him if better than deuces. 'Cause deuces was the only thing he was beating pre-flop.
Call. Raised 250.
It's about 250.
Yeah,
It's a monster discount week.
Dempsey. He is the legend. He's up to pitch, that's for sure. Really happy to have him on the show. I told him I'd actually never met Dempsey before, and I told him I've seen his name on the birthday list for about the past 15 years, and I always wanted to meet him. They liked his first name so much they gave it to him again.
150.
150. Anthony's got to know he's good with his set here, but doesn't want to chase him away.
Downstairs they have the tables.
Check.
No.
I have the.
You have the blocks, Steve, or you need the
Nice bluff, sir.
No, I have. In my car, I have the block.
Nice bluff. You're not supposed to show them this set if they think you're bluffing.
I know where I'm gonna end up, you know.
But I don't know, you know.
I had a bigger pair than that.
Oh, did you have a set without the kids?
No, I'm saying last hand.
Oh, last year
If they think you're bluffing, I don't think
I
that.
had a very small share. You flushed me out. You could have had me play.
Yeah.
Think that I was ahead. You got ace something. Ace doesn't come out.
We'll play better next time.
Yeah, well, she played good enough. You got me 100 some odd dollars.
So right now, starting October 1st through the end of November, collecting player appreciation points. Every time you play in a tournament, you get points. Cash at a tournament, you get more points. And we have 3 days a week, 3 tournaments a week, we have double point days. And that's leading up to the Palm Beach Winter Classic, December 1st through the 12th.
Bill, put your cards in the box, buddy.
It's wild, Bill. You're not going to tame him, that's for sure.
Phone on the rail. Come on, you're killing me,
I
Smalls.
like it.
You're killing me.
My friend in the tree.
Will makes it. He makes it. He makes it. About 350.
Mike, can I get a job? I want to do nothing. No, I want. Listen, I want to sit in a chair.
But she's all in for
Just
400.
mad. Sit in a chair. Have a desk. Have a 50-inch TV.
All right.
4 or 5 computers, you know, screens on my desk, so it looks like I'm doing something.
Sounds like you want to work in the cage.
It's AK versus A9. Oh, and spikes a 9. Oh, but a diamond on the river.
Wow.
Buzz escapes with an ace-high floosh.
Wow.
I already have that job.
To infinity
Oh,
and
he
beyond.
was down and out and finished.
Man,
Picks up runner diamonds
look at Buzz.
after falling behind to the 9 on the flop.
I know, right? And half of them will be gone.
And now his phone is on the table. I like Bill and his boldness, but it's getting to be a bit much now.
You know what I'm freaking about Wild Bill is he don't give enough, and I like it.
No, I don't care about that. It's just I don't think I can cure enough chips to have a chance to make good. I can't play tomorrow.
Tyler with some 9s.
Well, raised to 95.
Buzz is going to raise it there with them snowmen. 5s and 8s and 9s. Oh my. Wow, this will be a fun hand. All these pocket pairs, and nobody hit anything, and 2 aces on the board. This is a good poker hand. Tyler making the call. Huge lead, but there's no possible way he can see how huge a lead he has. All right, 8s versus 9s.
I wanted to play after the stream, but I don't know if there's not enough players. I'm not going to.
And Tyler turns a boat.
I have plans for that night.
Five and yep.
Thank you.
All right, the MC catches it. Get that phone out of there. All right, the straddle and re-straddle. Wild Bill with a suited spare tire. Says, oh, why not?
Call. Call. Raised 225.
Steve says, Mike, King Queen's worth 2 1/4.
Call.
Yeah, no, he's opening. He opened.
Call. 3 players in.
Same flop.
It's almost the same flop as last time. Only we don't have pocket pairs going up head to head.
What was the hand after?
Whoa!
Tyler's staying up there at 78% VPIP.
Yeah. Impressive.
Close, you got flop.
You flying already over there, man?
Yeah. Is TJ one to one Damian?
Are you playing tomorrow night? I don't think so. Need a night off.
Anthony and Pete.
Probably Sunday night. Let me know. Yes, sir. And he's the big line.
Call. Raised to 100. Call. 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 4 players in.
He's the best.
Check, check, check. Check, check.
Two-per. Frog checking his 2-per. Maybe he's waiting for somebody to bet into him.
Check.
And the Frog just got a bigger 2-pair on the board.
300.
You probably ask them to bring it and charge it at the gauge. If you're going to be here for a while, you can charge it out there. Yeah.
Tyler has 2 pair as well, but I don't think enough to call 300.
Can't be on the table for
Just told him that 2 minutes ago. So I think your earlier assessment was right on. He don't give an F.
He doesn't give enough. And I'm a fan of that. I like that.
Well, it does make the production crew's job harder.
It does.
And having spent time in the booth, yeah, I'm like, get the phone up there.
Is that what is your biggest pet peeve that the players do? So some of the players listen and can come in the next time that they're at your table, they can do it more often.
Right.
Okay,
That's why I don't want to answer the question.
Yeah, what is it, Matt? Please tell us.
Do you ever see Endgame?
Uh-huh.
And old Captain America?
Yeah.
No. I don't think I will.
Race to 125.
Maybe I got blocked out.
And not that I'm not fun. I think I'm loads of fun. I mean, how many superheroes do you know?
Yeah, I mean, like,
but
you and like a couple other people think you're fun too, man.
When I'm dealing, it's like it's fun, it's games, but for me, it's work.
It is. It is.
So when players engage in shenanigans,
yeah, you're very strict. That's the one thing I know about
I don't
you.
think that's strict. But
Well, you.
it's a job.
Yeah.
If anything goes wrong, I'm responsible.
Exactly. You'd be like a good. To be honest with you, let me tell you this. You'd be a good referee. I could see you as a referee.
Check.
And they'll plug it in behind the cage.
150.
Nobody saw 3 deuce pulling that far ahead.
Heads up.
Oh, and that's a terrible card for Cool
Wow.
Movie.
And then get the jacks. That's
Really
for sure.
horrible.
You got 2 pairs on?
I didn't know your name.
Yep, river to king.
All right. Thank you, Anthony.
Yeah, well, okay, good. Yeah, I'll take it now.
Yeah, an ace or king on the river's terrible for him.
Uh-huh.
I gotta put the bullshit hands. I can't move it.
The only thing that would have helped him there was a jack for the straight.
Hang on. Yeah, that won't plug into the wall.
No.
You can plug it in over here, so where's an outlet? Right there, right?
There's one right there, I think.
Plug it in first.
You know, this building, and you've spent a lot of time in here as I have, there's not a hell of a lot of outlets in this building.
No.
There really isn't.
Okay, you got 5. Thank you.
It's like I miss the guys in the grandstand that used to have to plug their phones into the bathroom socket right there at the employee entrance.
I've never needed a charge that bad.
No, I'm telling you.
I'll run it out to the car and plug it
Yeah.
in the car before I put it
Exactly.
in the bathroom.
Yep.
Race.
19%.
God, you got enough for a week.
Call.
I haven't seen a lot of pre-flop raising out of Scott this game.
Spent my day on hold.
That sound like a fun day, Bill.
I called the settlers, I still don't have it. With confirmation.
Race.
What do you want?
275.
Frog, feeling froggy, gonna bump it to 275.
They don't have first class.
Stand by first spot? I fly Norwegian, which was business class.
Hey, JJ's back.
He was missed.
Said he's leaving early tonight, though. Said he's not.
Especially after winning those big pots.
Said he
I know
can't
the other
leave.
players want a chance
Oh,
to
of
win some
course
of
they
that
do.
money back.
Yeah, he's not staying past 9, I don't think.
They had a guy from the ticket counter,
Probably why they were getting nervous. I'm like, it's almost 9, man. Get back in here.
Yeah,
Play some hands.
exactly.
then they go to the lounge, and they come and get you, bring you, put you on a thing.
Call.
Wow. So apparently there's nice aspects to air travel. Listening to the tabletop. Me, I'm 6'5", cramped into a coach seat with my knees in my ears.
Oh, yeah. Sounds comfortable.
Playing PlayStation and just hoping the plane don't crash.
Yep.
I'm scared of planes. People say, you must be uncomfortable. I'm like, hey, we're still in the air. We haven't crashed. I'm good. I'll sitting here playing PlayStation. I'm good.
Yeah.
Once you get stiff and sore, I'm like, that's why God gave us aspirin. Just as long as the plane stays up.
How long is the flight to Vegas?
5 hours nonstop.
It's not terrible.
Yeah. So it was about 6.5 each way because we had a layover.
Nice.
We put the 50 on there. We took that to race. 250.
So the nonstop plane, like Lauderdale to Vegas nonstop, they call it Flight 777, which I thought was funny.
I like it.
I asked the pilot, did you guys do that on purpose? And they're like, yeah, we thought it would be cool.
Not much, I can't hear you.
Jackpot. Everybody wants to hit that jackpot when they go to Vegas. Happiest plane ride in the world is the plane going to Vegas.
Oh, you told me that.
Yeah.
What's
the
saddest?
saddest, most miserable plane ever is the plane coming back.
Yeah.
3 players in.
I think I did the best at the tables on my whole plane back from Vegas, and I broke even.
Oh, wow.
2 days out in Vegas, and I broke even. And man, the plane was full of people. Oh, it's this much, and oh, it's this much, and what am I going to tell my wife? And I'm like, that's bad.
All in.
Oh.
450.
Bill is all in with the worst hand. But he got the 5s to fold. Will he get JJ to fold his 10? Or his 8, rather. His 8. Will's got 1 card. 2 outs, but one of them's gone.
What do you got?
Ryan,
Nothing?
I give you a C note if you tip him over.
Well, that's not exactly true.
Yeah.
If you know he had nothing, it would be a snap call.
So you got to check. If you got no pay, you got no pay. Now you win.
That's winning.
That's good.
Ace for a winner. Yeah.
I'm not lying. That's a winner.
Believe it. Ace 10? Ace 10?
Smaller bet.
Couldn't quite see what that river card was that he flipped, but it was most certainly not a 3.
It was so small.
It was a face card of some type.
So small they were one. You have the winner with the edge.
Yeah, I could have pulled it. Yeah, I could have pulled it.
You try to sack on him.
Did you? JJ, you have the winner with the edge.
Yeah, big time it is. Huge time. What'd you pull? Oh, God, we was on a rap. Run, huh?
Buzz with the hockey sticks.
Call. Eddie. Raised to 150.
Wow, with an ace-10 suited, Froggy jumps up to 150.
Ooh, we got those 7s again. Forgot what those are called again.
Well, I just said what they were
It's
called.
only the 3rd time we've had them in what, an hour?
Call.
Yeah.
Wow,
Change. No story.
yeah. I'm gonna bring me and you.
Black players in.
Wow, 3 hockey sticks.
You gave it to me right.
Buzz, 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 Buzz Lightyear to the rescue.
Three players up.
And the king kills any chance for anybody else. Buzz is going to win. As long as he don't fold. 600.
Wow.
Might be a bit of an overbet. Got a bet. You got a bet to where somebody will call.
Yeah.
And I
That's
doubt
chip
anyone
count.
would have called for more than 100 in that position.
What's chip count for Buzz Lightyear? 6.3K.
That's a lot of chips.
It is.
Drinks are on him tonight.
Bill in seed 5. 2.9K. That's almost 3K.
Remember that?
When I saw Cool V's hand, I said, "Ooh, maybe a royal flush," and then I saw Buzz's hand. Never mind. Has there been a royal on the show?
I want to say one time.
Okay, I'm not even sure because none of the shows I've been on. No, I don't think I've seen a straight flush when I've been on the mic.
Maybe not.
I've seen quads quite a few times. But
I want to say one time I thought I saw a royal flush.
They do mess up your phone call.
Raise to 400.
Cool V says, "Raise my straddle, will you? And I'll show you what for."
Call 400. Call 400.
I always had the cases that charge you.
Wow, so many straight flush draws out here, and they're all dead. All of them.
All of them.
Because they've got each other's outs.
I mean, they have, whatever, you don't have to plug them in to have those type of charges.
I have one at home, they just leave the phone on. Never use it.
I have that in the
Feels like, what did I get myself into this time?
right now.
Did you put yours on the low power mode?
Check there.
All you gotta do is press the button and talk into it and say, put on low power mode. I'll show you.
Check.
And then the flush draws died.
300.
Well, not really, but they all need runner.
They do.
Raise.
And Buzz throwing 700 with his pair of jacks.
Yeah, you're right, Pink's Palace.
Call.
Will also with the jack says, "You're not going to push me away that easily."
Call.
And then when I'm ready to disconnect, I go, oh, we'll give you a booster. I said, well, why did she give me a booster with 3 other cards?
Trey of spades. The flushes are officially dead. Will picked up a straight draw
All in.
to go with his pair of jacks. V with his high cards. Catch an ace or a queen to take this spot.
Raise.
They all have their issues.
I have some power business. So it's gonna have to stay with the 5.
Can't go back into slow motion.
I thought you were allowed to.
You said raise, you can do whatever until.
Oh, that's not correct.
500.
Where y'all at?
All gonna see this river. Let's see, Will needs a deuce, 7 or 6. Gulmo V needs an ace or a queen, and Buzz just needs to dodge cards. Ooh, and picks up a river's a jack.
All in.
That's gotta be frustrating for Will.
Pot for Buzz right there. Wow.
Yeah.
The chip's in front of him now.
Can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him.
That's for sure. He is killing it tonight. That's for sure, Pink's Palace.
I was just kidding earlier when I said drinks are on him. I'm about to hit him up for real.
Oh, for sure.
Yes, I'll take a Johnny Walker Blue, courtesy of Mr. Buzz.
Yeah.
I was gonna go.
He's coming back.
Yeah. You gotta get the vaccine.
Did you hear the talk about Kyrie Irving? I don't know if you watched a lot of NBA basketball, but because he doesn't want to get the vaccine. I don't know if it's because of health problems or not, but they're talking about he can't play home games because to be in the arena you have to be vaccinated.
It's a state-by-state thing.
And so they're talking about only having him play away games. And I'm like, what?
Well, that even then, that's not a sure thing.
Oh
It
no,
depends on the
not
state.
every state. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because they're in that division with the Knicks. I'm like,
They
well,
are.
that's two road games right
There
off
we
the
go.
bat.
Yeah.
When they play the Knicks.
Man. Yeah, Pink's Palace. He definitely has 10K plus in front of him now.
That's why I got the vaccine. Because I'd already paid for my plane ride and
Oh,
the
yeah.
hotel and the tickets for when I go to St. Louis when the Panthers play the Blues.
Yeah.
And then they announced show proof of vaccination or you don't get into the building. And I already paid for everything.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah. You didn't have a
I
choice.
have to get it now.
It was a series. It was a series that they
Last year, because of COVID,
they had it online.
they did it online.
Oh, you know that one, right?
Yeah.
1.8.
Yeah.
You could look it up.
Beautiful.
100%.
What a great score, huh?
Well, he
Good for him, bro.
He said exactly how the hand went, and he hit ace king.
Yeah. So happy for him, man. I couldn't imagine it like a nicer birthday. Tyler's great dude, though.
Taxes on that, I guess. That's 800.
I checked.
Check. It looks like 400.
I'm not coming to
We'll give you cash.
We'll see if Buzz thinks his gut shot is worth $400.
business safe and I'm not gonna spend it? Yeah. Okay, when you spend it, you pay cash.
If you win something like that, it's recorded, right?
I mean, the way he's been hitting cards, I might call too.
Want to buy a car for 50,000?
He is invading some of Tyler's space, and that's kind of a Buzz thing.
You can
Yeah.
buy a car for me for 50,000. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not recording nothing.
Oh, I should.
I bought my wife watch was 22,000 and cash was 8,000. So I was taking 22,000.
You ain't go to the right place.
I'm like,
Pay 9,500.
I got 22,000. I worked for it.
I was the first one to
Straddle.
ask for
$50
$100
straddle,
I gotta
guys.
play something, Steve, man.
I'm not saying that you should call. I just
$50 straddle.
got a full smash.
Buzz with two ladies at the same time.
200.
That hand always reminds me of college. I miss college.
That's all the soldiers lined up.
Pack for 5 and you want
Ooh. Yeah, I don't think there's any bet there Buzz could have made that JJ would have called.
You can look at the stream for a good like, hour and a half.
I know. If you get ahead, you're gonna have to bust it.
Play 2-6.
Good shit.
Like that. I don't play 6-3. Yeah, you play 6-3. I'll play. He has a percentage, 100% of playing 6-3 tonight. You get 100% for playing 6-3.
I raised and I think you got it even 7-6-ish.
No, what you
$50,
have?
Bill.
You had 7-6 right?
You had 7.
Yeah.
Maybe 10-9.
There you go. I'm gonna find out.
I wanted you to fold, but it wasn't really something like that. I king jack up.
$50.
Bad moment.
Call. Call. All right, looks like 450.
$400 to see a flop.
Heidi ho and
Oh.
away you go.
I love
545. 545.
I can't see Bill not calling this with Kennel Club hand.
I think we got 12 people.
I got a
Oh,
over here.
2 more. I thought you got one. Oh, you don't exist over here?
Wow, Anthony really wanted to call
Yep.
so bad, so much that he didn't wait for the other 2 players to act. All right. So 6-5 suited against K9 and K Deuce.
Got one all in. Any more betting will be on the side, guys.
Ooh.
First to act.
Bill with his 9 has 2 pair with the top kicker. Yep. You get one move. Can't make multiple moves. Dun, 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 dun. You're gonna need a bigger boat.
See you guys.
See you later, Mike. Cool Moby, great guy. Didn't have the best night. See you next week, buddy.
Seemed to be just one out short every hand he was in.
Yeah, just wasn't his night.
I can go downstairs.
Frog's gonna hop downstairs, see if you can find somebody else to fill those seats.
Very quietly, though. Yeah, very quietly. Yeah. Raise 100. Call.
The suited ace says hundo to go.
100. Call.
Of all the bands we could hear like sung out as
Yeah.
on the table.
Of course.
REM?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's
That's a
probably
bit of
the
a
last one I'd
surprise, yeah.
hear, yeah.
I'll check for you.
Okay.
I'll check.
No, no.
I think we'd sooner hear Queen, especially the way Buzz is killing everybody.
Oh yeah.
Dun 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 dun. Incidentally, don't hum that at a poker table ever.
No.
I didn't even sing it. I just kind of hummed it when I was on a heater. And the whole table was glaring daggers at me.
Sure.
Yeah.
and the 7 gives JJ a straight. This board, anybody with a 5 has it crushed, so it's going to be tough for anyone to call here with just a single pair. Tyler lets go of his 7. C with a pair of 6s. Wants to see it. And he's not going to see a 5. He's going to see a 9 and a 10. Scott makes it 60.
Looks like a re-raise. So 245.
So a couple of suited aces here. Buzz actually has the better suited ace. Let's see if he calls that big raise. Nope. He didn't have ace king.
What? Somebody at a poker table just told a fib?
A poker player speak a mistruth?
That's I'm sorry. That's
what is this world coming to?
Crazy talk.
It's going to be straight back. Okay, up top over there. Will, you can't be on the phone over here. All right, you're good then. You're good. I'm not going to lie to you. Perfect.
Man, I feel like tonight, Brian, we've had more phone problems tonight than like the history of the show.
And and if this was like way back at the first show, and people didn't really know, easily understandable. But come on,
And
is there anybody having their rookie debut on the show tonight? I don't think there is.
They've all played. It's just funny.
Good job, Eddie. Good job. You're getting paid.
Looks like 325. 325. Call. Heads up.
Ooh, and Steve is betting into us to a pair of queens. That's turns an 8. Ooh, Steve now leads with 2 pair, but Tyler's got a ton of outs. But can he know that? 16 outs, only 4 of them dead. And he's going to call with this big drawing hand. We'll see how it goes. Hits the 7, and Tyler hits the straight.
Oh, it's a lucky catch. Oh, my Jesus. Oh, my God. Lucky catch. Thank you. I needed it. You just don't get poker. Huh? You just don't get poker. 1385. Home down 4K. Thank you, buddy. I was just a butt. Yeah, so this one, yeah. Good thing you do that. Pure luck. I think the drink I told you. I didn't drink when I started. It is.
Right, to take down as many pots as Buzz has, and to keep waking up with these hands. Ace queen suited. It is his night for sure.
Call. Call.
And of course Buzz flopped the top pair. I mean, why wouldn't he flop the top pair?
Yeah, why not?
That's just nuts to expect otherwise.
So good. $175 raise.
And when Buzz has the lead, he bets big. Wants to push out them draws. There's 2 spades out there, so gotta be at least a little nervous about the flush draw. Bill needs an 8 or a 7 and does not get it. Buzz with his pair of aces will win as long as he don't fold. And Bill's going to bet into it. Buzz. Action now on Buzz. What would Shao Kahn say in this situation? He would say, "Finish him." Now, I have to question the card reader in this situation because Buzz folded?
Huh?
No pre-flop raises. Heck, I'd call the 20. I'm not even in the game with these kind of pot odds. Well, I don't want to say nobody hit the flop, but Bill got a jack. Bill hit his jack, as did Eddie. Moderate size bet. Yep. That should get everybody else out.
You want?
Bill wins.
Thanks. We have a button shot of 40. $40.
The old I was just testing you bit.
Call.
And no, to any players listening, it is not unfair for a dealer to pull that move. After all, if it's our fault when you guys don't hit your river card, we get to pull that. Oh, I was just testing it.
Exactly.
Evens out.
Y'all trying to trap. Suck y'all out.
All right, to the flop they go. Now Tyler and Eddie both with a set of kings. But Bill leads out with his nut flush draw. He's not there yet. Needs another diamond. Just as long as it's not a deuce of diamonds.
All right, we got three-way action.
That tray of clubs no help to anybody.
Check.
Eddie, or the Frog's got the best hand with the set of kings with the jack kicker. And Bill's going to play that flush draw. This is such a tough spot for Tyler to be in. He's looking at these $700 bets all around him, and he has a set of kings.
Oh, man. Tough one.
Yeah. Yes, thank you, Tyler. I just said that. Well, technically, you said that 15 minutes ago, so maybe I'm the one copying you.
Damn, guys. Damn.
Okay, that I didn't say, because
I gotta let it go.
I am a lapsed Catholic, but not that lapsed.
Got to.
River card, a jack, and Eddie has booted up. Tyler making a very disciplined fold there. Now let's see if the card reader's wrong again. Eddie's got a boat, and he just got bet into for $2,000. Finish him. All in.
Love it.
Maybe I'm bluffing right back.
Yeah, maybe.
Unlikely, right?
Bill knows he's beat. But it's not that much more than his initial bet. Probably why he's still thinking. And calls. Frog turns over his boat.
Oh, my gosh. Chop jack in the head. He don't have a king. I had a king. I had a king. If that Jack didn't come with a chop, but I couldn't call that, man. I'm glad I didn't call that.
You got any king you couldn't call?
7. I had a king deuce.
Oh yeah.
I had king
Dun,
deuce.
dun, dun,
When
dun.
the 3 turn, I'm like, oh, I thought I was good, but I'm like, I gotta. And then he bet 7. He calls, so I'm like, he's chasing a flush draw, definitely. And somebody got a bigger king. Anybody who has the king has a bigger king than me. There's nothing lower than king deuce. You know what I mean?
Which is what he folded. Shh, don't tell anyone. So yeah, he bet 2,000, and Eddie's all in is only 1,200 more. That's why he called. And the table still doesn't know what he has because he hasn't folded. Okay, now he folded.
Frog wins. Flawless victory.
Then Mortal Kombat.
Brutality.
Eddie hit one. 2, 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I started doing that.
Eddie
There
did
was
hit one, that's for sure.
This sweet, adorable older lady called Kathy. She used to come in every day and play straight 2. And whenever she would win, she would always say, and she would go, "Kathy wins." So one time she did it and felted a guy. So she went, "Kathy wins," and I just jumped in.
Flawless victory. Fatality.
Nice.
And everybody looked at me like I was from another planet. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
Not a lot of Mortal Kombat.
You get a lot of
players
those looks, Matt.
at the straight 2 game, huh?
Yeah.
Definitely a big
Yeah, Tyler is still up there, 81%. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, sometimes you get them.
Oh, you're this one. Got him.
Scott raises to 1 1/4. Will with the hockey stick, snap calls.
Oh, what is that again? Man, is that the 4th time we've had those tonight, Matt?
Yeah, I don't know. At least 4 hockey sticks. I've seen none of these walking sticks you're talking
No,
about.
4 times we've had those sticks that still don't have a name.
JJ says, "Why not? All the cool kids are doing it. I'm in too."
6 players in. Check.
Buzz says, "Yeah, I got the top pair. Why not?" 250. JJ with a monster flush draw. He'll play.
Heads up.
Queen 10 or a spade will give JJ the lead. That's not it. But he picked up a ton of outs. Any spade, any 7, any queen, any 10. 300's not going to be enough to push him off. 15 outs and doesn't hit a single
Wow.
one. Buzz is good with his pair of 8s. Unless JJ can bet him off it here. Fun fact, to the player that folded the hockey sticks, would have won with a straight.
Yeah.
I mean, if they would have stuck around through 2 monster raises
No,
and
obviously.
get runner.
I mean, let's not look to the past.
But who does that?
No.
Yeah. I mean, they do it all the time at straight 2, but this
Of course.
is a little different game. that, and who could possibly bet Buzz off a hand?
Oh,
the
no,
way, the
not
way his
tonight.
night's going.
Not tonight.
Tell you what, Scott must be tired of being under the gun. It seems that re-straddle is always with him under the gun every time.
125.
Well, he didn't work out quite so well for him last time, but maybe this time will be different with his suited ace. Buzz flops 2 pair with an ace. Doesn't even seem fair at this point, does it?
Doesn't.
Call. Heads up.
Bill's got 6 outs, and that's not one of them.
Check.
And I don't think it's a question of his Buzz betting, it's how much.
Yeah, what a run tonight for him.
It's incredible.
Call.
Right to the river, and Bill needs a king or queen, and that is also not it. Buzz with 2 pair with an ace is going to win this pot.
Check.
But Buzz chooses not to squeeze him. I'd have squeezed him. That's just me.
I know. We know your style, Matt.
I went to the Cobra Kai dojo of poker.
Did you?
Strike first, strike hard, no mercy.
Sweep the leg.
Player told me that once. You're the kind of guy that would check raise his own mother, ain't you? I'm like, well, if you ever played my mother, sir, you know that's the only way to get money out of her. She's a nit. The only time she lays any money out is if she's got like 5 aces. So you got to check raise mom to get any money.
Straddle 2 ties worth. 50.
Scott's gotten some pretty playable hands, just not really hitting any flops. He's going to try again.
Call. 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 Six players in.
And of course, Buzz flops the best hand.
Man. Has tonight been any different, Matt?
No, it's just flop them.
Wow.
It's relentless. All right, the 3, not much help. It gave JJ gut shot straight. Tyler really needs a deuce. JJ's not even going to see it. And nope.
Didn't get it.
Both players have 2 pair, but Buzz has the jack kicker. And he made the disciplined fold, but not this time. He says, I got to see it.
Nice hand, Buzz. You get tired of hearing that yet?
Wow. Flexing at the table. Pulled that old Hulk Hogan movement.
Oh, yeah. I used to have that whole routine down. I think all of us did as kids. Until we learned Hulk Hogan is like a terrible person in real life.
I mean, yeah, I don't think. I mean, yeah, but he's not really Hulk Hogan.
I mean, if you're
His
really
name's
looking,
Terry. You know,
yeah,
I forget his real last name.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Right.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's like we were kids. We looked up to a lot of people that ended up not being the best people. So.
They say don't meet your heroes.
That's for sure. So I don't ever want to meet Michael Jordan. I do. But I know he's just going to be like, hey, get the hell away from me. And I'm like, oh, my God.
I've heard stories about him.
Oh, of course.
I actually at a table. They got into some conversations about MJ, and they were like, then they asked me, Dealer, what do you think of him? I said, are we talking, you know, as a person or as a player? And he's all like, well, either or. As a person, what do you think of him? I'm like, well, he's an a-hole.
Yeah.
And I didn't say a-hole either. I used the actual
I've
word.
heard that many times, yeah.
And they're like, well, how do you know? And I said, if you need proof of that, just Google his Hall of Fame acceptance speech, where he spent 5 minutes ripping his high school basketball coach for cutting him. I'm like, really, MJ? You're like the greatest player ever. You got all these awards, Olympic gold medals, NBA titles, and I'm like, you're still mad about that?
Oh, he is. He's got to have an edge on everything. No, that's I
said, like that poor coach doesn't hear it every freaking year. Whenever he cuts a kid, that you cut Michael Jordan. What do you know about basketball?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. How do you feel for the guy that comes here all the time? He likes to bet on harness racing. Sam Bowie. He was the guy drafted before Michael Jordan. He was the second pick. Jordan was the third pick. So it's like, you know, this guy's got to hear it his entire life that, you know, he didn't live up to his second the pick in the draft. Olajuwon was first. He became one of the greatest ever. Jordan is the greatest ever in the third pick, and you know how do you live up to that, honestly?
That's what they were saying. Oh, you must have been a Knicks fan or something like that. I said, no. And I said, as a player, best ever.
Oh, that's the thing.
But that wasn't the question. The question was, as a person. I said, I've seen too much evidence that he's just not a likable guy.
Exactly.
As a player, sure, best ever.
That's the way you usually is, I guess. Anybody that you could meet that you'd be like absolutely starstruck, or you've gotten past that in your life?
Yeah, I think I've gotten past it. I mean, I met Gretzky, so
okay.
Like, as far as hockey fandom, I mean, how do you top that?
Oh, of course.
It was kind of cool when I met Yager, though.
Jeremy or Jagger?
Jaromir Jagr.
Yeah.
He kind of looked at me like I was a guy off my meds at a season ticket holder event. Yeah. And then Steve Goldstein and Billy Lindsay, they were the TV guys doing the broadcasts. And they were just talking it up like normal. And then Yager kind of relaxed, and Billy's like, oh, don't worry, he always dresses like this. This is normal.
Yeah.
And then Yager was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bill with his 10s. We don't. Ironically enough, we don't know what Bill's hand is because he didn't put him in the box.
It's weird. He's usually really good at that.
But he couldn't beat the 10s, so Bill's going to take that one and double up.
Slow oriented.
See, I think I got over it the night I met Burt Reynolds.
Oh, Burt Reynolds. Good guy.
He's cool.
He was. Rest in peace. That was an extra in one of his shows.
Nice.
They taped in downtown Lake Worth. I think it was called BL Striker. He was always around here. He was always a nice guy.
Yeah, he had a place up in Jupiter.
Yeah.
It was so cool. Whoever was like handling, because there was a couple of us there, and he said, you know, Bert's really cool, you know, down to earth, you know, he'll talk to you about stuff, and because this was right after his divorce, he said, but for the love of God, whatever you do not mention Lonnie or anything about that. I said he will straight up fight you.
Yeah. So the first thing you were like, hey, what about that Lonnie Anderson?
No,
oh, man,
I
come
was
on.
Definitely on Bert's side.
I want to hear a good story, you know?
No.
Yeah, last night I was having a long conversation with Kevin Farley, who was our comedian last night. It's Chris Farley's brother. Obviously, he's got millions of stories. His brother might have been one of the greatest physical comics of all time. But I was telling about the people that used to come in here on a regular basis, like Celine Dion and Pete Rose, Bill Parcells, Maureen Povich. You know, it's a long list of people that, you know, and then my thing when it comes to really famous people, I'm just like, hey, you know, they just want to be left alone. They want to live their lives, you know? How many autographs do you sign a year, do you think?
It comes and goes. I mean, last year I didn't sign a single one, but it's preseason. I've already signed 2.
Nice.
So. I think I peaked because when the Panthers were like in dead last like 3 years in a row, I signed a ton of autographs those 3 years because I think I signed more than the players.
Wow. You signed it Matt Fagan and you signed it
Superfan 03.
I like it.
Because players sign and then they put their number on it, and that's my number.
Oh, nice.
03. Has been since 2003.
Is that retired number or is that just your number?
No, it's just, well, it's not retired yet, but
yeah.
Can't imagine 03 will ever be given to a player.
You watch, you're going to be so upset when you come to the show. Like somebody has 03.
Like if I live to be 100 and all the regular whole numbers up to 99 are gone or retired, and they get like 01, 02, 03, and I'm like, okay, maybe that.
Yeah. Bunch of banners hanging up there and the rafters too.
Well, we've only got one player retired up there, so I think we got a ways to go.
And who's that player?
Roberto Luongo, number 1.
Oh, Luongo.
King of spades will be burned purpose. 20 to play. Call. To play. Call. Raised 200.
All right, Froggy with his ace queen.
Oh, come on.
Gonna pop it.
No, I don't. I'm bullshit.
He gave you more.
I can't do a count prop.
No, he gave you less.
Yeah, I'm at 25.
Yes, to fully answer that question, I think that's when I lost my starstruck like phase in my life, when I got to meet the Bandit.
Oh, the Bandit, yeah. Great movies, Smokey and the Bandit. Love them.
In fact, I think I met him at the wrong time. Pulled off my own personal Smokey and the Bandit run.
Nice.
Long story, but I had to get from here to Babylon, Long Island in 18 hours.
Wow.
So very serious circumstances. Made it with 5 minutes to spare.
I like it.
I said, I wish I could have met Burt Reynolds after that so I could have told him about it. I said, you're a hero and an inspiration. Yeah. And a tragedy was averted because I was inspired to do that run in 18 hours. Luckily, the cops in the states I was flying through were not nearly as dedicated as Buford T. Justice.
No.
I wouldn't have got past Georgia.
I don't think so. I know a guy who, he's a harness guy. Some of the people that know anything about harness racing, his name is Gabe, and he's an announcer at Pompano. He's like honestly like the prince of harness racing right now. He's got his hand in everything in the sport, and he always has an issue in Georgia. I don't think he says he never drives through Georgia without getting stopped by the cops for something. And he was joking around on Facebook, this was going back probably earlier this year, and he's like, I got to go through Georgia, I got to go to Kentucky. And he's driving through Georgia, and sure enough, he gets stopped. And it's just bad luck, man. But the more you talk about it, the more it's going to happen.
Yeah, they like pulling over anything with a Florida plate on it.
Yeah, sure.
It's like, were they that mad that the Marlins beat the Braves in that NLCS?
Don't remind me of that.
It's like, well, it was a long time ago. Let it go.
Yeah, they were bought teams anyway. Talking about the Bobby Bonilla team, or are you talking about the other one?
Hey. They were not both bought teams. The first one, absolutely. Second one, nah, we built that team.
Yeah.
You can tell because we lost everybody the next year.
Exactly.
Two bought teams.
Yeah.
Right away, two of them went right to the Red Sox. And
Is
they won
that
it all
something
again.
that, is it possible in hockey to build like a super team like they do in the NBA all the time?
Salary cap makes it incredibly hard.
Oh, good. I mean, so that's
but if any
still
team
a pure sport.
Could do it, it would be us.
Oh, really?
As Barkov could have got upwards of $13 million, and he signed for $10 million.
Okay.
So if we can get Huberdeau to take the same type of deal next year.
Nice.
And some crazy how get out of Bobrovsky's contract. We just might get us a super team for a 3 to 5 year window.
That'd be nice.
Steve with the two ladies against Bill's mystery hand. He has another mystery hand. Isn't that odd?
It's a mysterious man.
Technically not against the rules at our game here, but it is very gauche to show another player your cards.
We all three been there. All three been there.
That's what I mean. Do I get 3 times the amount of money if I win?
No, you don't.
Ooh. Big re-raise with the AK.
22?
If he hits this.
Play for 22, but there's a catch.
If he hits this, I'll give you the liberty of saying your favorite line.
Really?
Yeah.
I
won't
the
ruin
line
it
you
this
heard
time.
from me.
I won't ruin it this time.
Do I get to have that?
Okay, I'm gonna say it then.
It's like you're giving me the privilege of
I'm
having
stealing
something
your
that's
own
already
line.
mine.
Exactly. Just gonna say it before you ruin it.
Can I drive home in my Equinox
No,
after
you
work
cannot,
too?
no.
Okay. Are you gonna take that?
I'll Uber home too.
Somebody, everybody, big hand.
So you're saying it's 2,200?
You called it 2,200.
Right, 22. Play for 22, but there's a catch. Yes, thank you for ruining my joke.
17, 22, 26, 45.
And Bill's mystery hand is another AK.
Oh wow! And you got a
massive
lot of chances.
advantage for Steve.
You've got a lot of chances here.
You never know
Get
to
him,
the river.
Steve.
He's got to dodge 4 cards, an ace or a king.
It's a big hand. Look at the pot on this.
Yeah.
Wow. Hand of the night right here. Biggest pot we've seen all night.
26, 45.
That's 17.
What comment rating?
You need about
That's the odds I like.
9.
Oh, but he hasn't seen the cards yet. I don't think he's going to like the odds much.
Not at all.
He's looking for a chop. They're looking to chop Steve's money at best.
1,000, 2,000. There we go. 25, 26, 45.
They can't win. Steve can win. Steve can win huge.
He could. I'm happy too. I like Steve.
5, 26.
Not making this math easy on our dealer.
No, he's not. Dempsey's handling it.
Yeah.
I mean, I got it.
$5.
And don't forget, you owe me $5 too.
Yeah.
That's why he's a legend, because he's good at what he does.
Yeah, get the chips out of the box, everybody. And absolutely nothing.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, with his ace of spades, JJ's got a slightly better chance than Bill. Ooh, spade.
Okay.
Ooh, spade. Oh, and Steve got to.
Wow.
Oh, and he got crushed on the turn.
Wow.
JJ picked up the nut flush draw, but didn't hit.
Run, go, get to the chopper.
I thought it was 8-7.
No,
Yeah, I seen the corner and I did.
yeah.
I knew it was.
I seen the corner. I thought it was a 7. He didn't open it all the way.
Well, that worked to make that pot. Now he's got to dive back into it and chop it all.
Oh, great.
Yeah, there was only 4 cards out there that could hurt Steve, and one of them comes.
Yep, one of them popped up.
It's a cruel, cruel game.
Chop Steve's head off. Sorry, Steve.
You are absolutely not sorry, even a tiny bit.
You're not.
Oh, he needed one more spade. He was going thin. One more spade, he took it off.
I didn't even see that.
One more spade, he took it off.
Oh, I could catch it. I could that.
They have a ace. Scott said he
I should have.
So his hand, you still say that?
Yeah, because I know I'm going to win.
Okay. That's you.
If he had like 500 less, I think I would have won all that.
Get where you're headed again. Thank you very much.
All right, y'all have a good night.
Good night,
Hey, you need another rack?
Nah.
And it would appear that JJ is getting while the getting's good.
You just whipped it.
Not a bad idea.
So you got 10 buzz 20.
Okay, Buzz, we know you're like the king of everything right now, but get the phone off the rail.
I think he feels like when you see that chip stack ahead of him, he can kind of do whatever he wants.
That's
at
what I
the
mean.
table.
That's what I mean. He thinks
that's
he's,
who
I
he
mean, I know. I mean,
is. He is.
you're the king of everything.
He can
but
lay down and like just put his head down at the table. I'd be like, yeah, he's got those chips. He can do whatever he wants.
I'm going to go down and see if I can find any more players.
going back on the hunt with 20 minutes left.
That's how the frog does it.
And Bill with yet another mystery hand.
Four players in.
A couple of A trays.
Check. 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 $160. 160. 160. Call.
Buzz don't like his 69 that much.
Check.
All right, Tyler's just got his ace high. We don't know what the flip Bill has.
10.
whatever he had, it wasn't enough to call 210 with.
Right. They can move seats, right?
Yep, no moving
I was
seats.
plugged in. I came late. I came late. Oh, it's good luck seat.
That's not a good luck seat. That's a crazy person seat.
Ace King, he's got, that's it. I thought it was A7.
Yep. Because he's got to take everything down up in the booth and put it all back up in the graphics if they move seats. Hence, no moving seats.
Yep.
Wait till the game moves downstairs.
Race
Yeah.
to 100.
Last one, I did wrong. When he won with the 10 jack, I should just go in. Because he was
Call
going to
100.
call it too.
Small miracles, we know Bill's cards.
Yeah.
He's got a queen 9 this time, and he's going to play it.
He's going to call it 1600, not call it 800. He's going to call it 210.
Plus you got 5
He
players.
called him on the
15 coming back. Race to 400.
I don't think this time counts. If Tyler wins. Because the full thing, he didn't even have to use his AK. I'm like, oh, he's definitely using it here with that race.
Oh, he is.
So AK versus K10.
No, let me have 5 riches. Plus you 15 case.
And absolutely nothing on the flop.
500.
Oh, you got nothing. I'm back. Keep me in there. Huh? Boss? That's you get that?
My son lives on.
You didn't call me last week.
I don't know why.
That's a nice city. I mean,
It's a nice city, but he was from Florida. He had to deal with the winters and all this shit.
still a nice city.
It's a real mess, man. I live with my son for sure.
What's
20.
20? Call.
Buzz is going fishing with the hooks for $100 bucks.
Buzz won't bet 20 is ever.
Call. 100. Call. 3 players in.
And to the flop they go, and wow, shocking absolutely no one who has been paying attention. Buzz has flopped a full house.
Wow. Oh, God.
175.
And, you know, he's, you look at the guy, he's very stoic.
Yeah,
He doesn't
it's
show
like
any
it happens
emotion.
all the time. It's all
Yeah,
like
he doesn't show any
whatever.
emotion. He's amazing tonight.
Watch him smooth call here. Yeah, I would have been shocked if he raised. Oh, and that is a very, very bad card for Bill.
All in.
So Anthony with his set, with ace jack, so his 6 kicker he's not scared of anymore, but
65.
doggone if he is not crushed.
Buzz has been breaking hearts tonight, man.
He's gonna break more than hearts. He's about to break. He's about to break somebody's bank.
Wow.
And with 2 pair, 8 or with aces and trays with a jack, he's gonna call.
Raise to 1400.
And you knew Buzz was gonna raise.
Gone on down there?
Just how much?
Mm-hmm.
We have a better shot at getting somebody when the game's down here.
Are they still playing in the middle?
Yeah.
One more. Let's see how the green chip stuck in.
So it's back to Bill. Let's see. Buzz's hand is vulnerable to another ace or the case tray. Or the case, yeah, the case tray. So 3 cards can sink his boat. So we'll see what happens here on the river.
This is going to be the side point, guys.
Side point? It's a side point.
All right, to the river they go. It is neither an A or a tray, so Buzz is going to take it with his boat. Can he milk Bill for any more money, though?
500.
He can.
It's exactly the sentiment of the table for the entire night.
Right. It's like, how do you stop this guy?
Yeah.
I mean, he flops the world.
It's oh man.
It makes me genuinely jealous watching this. It's like, how come I can't have a run like this? Just once.
Rhino
once
has
in
had
life.
runs like this, but Rhino's also a different player. Rhino's a more aggressive player,
Yeah.
and Buzz is just
He just throws whatever and sees what sticks.
He does, and Buzz is just getting such great hands tonight.
Great starting hands.
He is.
And it's not like I've never had sessions where I've gotten great starting hands. They haven't hit like that.
Oh no.
That's the thing. Not only is he getting great hands,
He
they're hitting.
He's going to need an empty seat next to him just because he's got so many goddamn chips.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
$20. All right, 60.
And just looking at the hand signals from Josh, who's standing right over there, I can guess what he's talking about.
Yeah.
It's like 375.
Yeah. Exactly.
375.
Buzz. Yeah, well, apparently he's not running that good because he snap folded that hand.
Well, he's got to have time to stack his chips.
He's
man.
like,
Come on.
I can't play everything. I'm busy.
He's
Go
going
away.
to have to take off the next 3 hands.
I'll have 5 out. Let me see him.
So it's Will's 10s against Tyler's ace queen. Ooh, a set of 10s. And yep, gut shot straight draw is the only thing that'll help Tyler. And Tyler's betting into it too. This could end up being not so good for him. Will's not really thinking this hard. He's just thinking, should I raise at this point? Too soon, too soon. Not yet. All right, Jack and a Jack, and only a Jack can help Tyler. Jack, so that puts Will in an interesting spot. Does he bet and risk him running away without more money, or does he just check? Tyler calls. River card. Not a jack. Will's gonna take it with his set of 10s. Yeah.
Raise when you get that 500. Save money. You should have raised. Yeah, should have raised when you get that 500. Oh, nice. You save money. Ace queen, man. Ace queen? Yeah. Oh, you're not qualified raising. Yeah, hell no. Oh, you bet at 500. I make 1,000. 500 more. You call it. I think you call 500 more. You call 600 on the turn. You call 500 more.
A bottle of water. You didn't get the bottle of water?
Okay, so Buzz might play this hand. He has just now finished stacking. Just this second. So
Okay, let's see what
he might play.
Let's see what he pulls this time.
I'm starting to think he could pull a rabbit out of a hat. That old trick, it'll never work. Bill with his ace-9 suited. What's Buzz got this time? AC deucey. If it was suited, yeah, maybe. No. And absolutely nothing for anybody on that flop.
Yeah, the first person out. Check. Yep. I check. All right, check. Now you can check. Check. All right.
This is one of those hands where whoever bets first wins. Turn, also nothing. Bet and win. Anyone? Anyone?
We have 2 players before you.
Bueller.
Have a bet. 150. Call.
Now, Bill probably just thinks he's calling because he's got the better draw, but he's actually ahead.
Yes.
And the tray with
Check. Check.
pair trays, just with the better kicker.
450 is the bet.
And again, he probably thinks he's bluffing here. He's got the best hand. Now that's a bluff. That's... And Will's got a huge pair of cards. And, you know, regardless of chip stacks, and I don't know if there's any kinds of end-of-season awards, but bluff of the show for this month has to go to Will.
Yeah, that was good.
I don't think I've seen a bluff. Well, we've seen plenty of bluffs.
Yes,
but
we have, yeah.
not one like that.
No.
Fun fact, dealers are counting machines.
Yeah.
Not every player knows that.
I got extra chips.
Okay, cool. How much do you have? Do you? Okay, so how do you take
That's what I tell the players every time the shuffling machine isn't working. They're like, we've got no shuffler. I say, I am a shuffler.
So, yep, we got you. 20 to call.
That song's about me. Every day I'm shuffling.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Not just about me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not that vain.
It's 20. Buzz, 20.
I was wondering if you get that one.
Oh, I know. I got you.
105, 105. 105. Call.
Will with the hockey sticks.
Again?
More definitively, hockey sticks and not those other kinds of sticks. Which
Oh,
who would even come up with that?
You mean the crutches or the walking sticks that we were talking about earlier, Matt?
Because I've seen walking sticks. My dad has one, and it looks nothing like those.
We got 5 players.
We'll agree to disagree.
It's an awesome steel one that the top twists out. He's got a blade in there. It's
Oh,
like,
really?
oh,
He's got a blade in his walking stick? Oh, those are so cool.
It's, I think it was Navy SEAL. And
2 1/4.
I pity the hoodlums that run up on him thinking they'll get an easy mark.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that, a rebate.
Will with his hockey sticks against Bill's mystery hand.
I know. Dempsey, that's the nice guy in Dempsey.
I would have taken half. You were ahead of the game, though, right? We still would have been happy.
Heads up.
Ooh, sticks the 7 on the turn, and checks it.
You and him. Yep.
No idea what that mystery hand is, but if it's not pocket kings, he's trailing. Snaps call. This, I find this mildly infuriating. I want to know what the hell he has. Like I said, unless it's pocket kings or hearts.
He's going to end the
He's
night
dead.
like he started the night.
Oh, no wonder he couldn't get quads. He had the other 7. Jack 7 he had.
Well, folks, it's been another fun night. This is it's a marathon week for us here on the show because we will be doing a live show tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, playing PLO with Rose and the crew. And we'll be back on the early evening of Sunday, that is the 10th, to play the final of the Big Dog.
Sunday.
Oh, yeah. So watch your football, watch the early game, and get ready for the Big Dog final coming up this Sunday. We have one more flight for the Big Dog, and that's tomorrow at 12:15. Come up and see Jamie in the tournament section. Compete in the Big Dog, $500 buy-in, over $50,000 guarantee. It's going to be a great day tomorrow for another flight of the Big Dog, a live stream right here on twitch.tv/PBKC Poker, and catch us on Sunday in the early evening for the final of that Big Dog. I'm Mike Jameson for Matt Fagan, for Skyler, for Josh, for Dempsey, and for the Brooklyn Brawler, Brian Gelrod. I hope everybody has a great evening. We'll see you tomorrow for some PLO, and good night.